I bought over 40 untested Xbox 360 consoles from Goodwill, and in this video, we're gonna go through about 8 or 10 of them, test and fix them, and see if we can turn a profit. So guys, welcome to the
Texas Load.
We're gonna start out with this white 360 console that has a hard drive attached, and I think this one will be pretty interesting because on the bottom it says refurbished. I've never seen that kind of refurbished sticker before, and then on the back it says it has a service date of 2009, and it appears to be a Zephyr console, so it's pretty old. Let's go ahead and plug it in and see if it works. And by the way, my profit goal for today is $500 because there's a cool limited edition 360 that I want to buy on eBay. But let's go ahead and turn this console on and see if it works. So 3, 2, 1.
I'm free.
I won't be surprised if it red rings. Oh, disk drive sounds off. Let's go ahead and see if the disk drive opens. It does not. Dude, another console, another free game. We got Skyrim. I can't tell you how many times I open up a 360 and there's a free game. What is this? Dude is wearing a what? He's wearing a dog. Oh no, this thing sounds so bad. But what is going on here? I'm just trying to do 10 different things and it has a mind of its own. It's booting up now. Surprisingly, I actually can't believe this is booting up with the disk drive noises this thing is making. But like I said, it is a Zephyr console, so it's one of the older ones, like kind of in line with the Xenon, so not very reliable. Honestly, pretty surprised it did not red ring when he booted it up. But let's go ahead and check out this guy's profile. And wait a second. Did I just see a bug crawl out? I don't know if that got caught on camera, but there was something, I saw something black scurry along there. I don't know if it was dust. It might have been dust. It was probably dust out of the fan. But this, the console's already going crazy. Classic Zephyr and Xenon. And yeah, sure enough, the last game played is Skyrim. Not sure what the date was because all these games are played offline, but he's got a ton of games on here. And holy crap, we have 10 profiles on this console. Let's check them out. We got Binnick, I Am the Riot, Linus, Player 1, Player 2, Sonic, Wingnut, 1419. Oh, there it is. All right, so now it says disk is unreadable. Not surprised. Now the disc itself, this looks weird. Let's try another game. Yeah, so the console is reading games. It must have just been that disc. All right, guys, so this console is working. It'll be for sale down below on my website. Of course, I could open this up and clean and refurbish it, but honestly, I just don't think it's worth it for these consoles that are this old. So I'll get it down below for a pretty nice price. Let's go ahead and move on to console number 2. All right, console number 2 is a matte black Xbox 360 Slim. Let's go ahead and see if we have a hard drive in here. Nope, nothing there, but it does have 4 gigs internal, at least it should. If we flip over to the back, it looks like it still has the warranty seal intact, which is good to see, and manufactured in 2011. And overall, this thing is honestly not too terribly dinged up or anything, so let's go ahead and plug it in and see if it works. I have high hopes for this console. Just from the outside looking in, it looks like a console that's gonna work perfectly. So let's hope it does. We got a green light there. Disk drive is... Nice! Borderlands 2, and the game looks pretty beat up, like it's scratched up and tons of fingerprints. Let's hope it works, but another free game, that means we're gonna have a profile on here. Never mind, it almost looks like this console was this console does look reset, or at least there's no profiles. So somebody deleted the profiles, but left a game inside? Like, how does that happen? And the game is working. This by far looked the worst of all the games that I've gotten for free in consoles in the series so far, but it is the one that works. I mean, I'll take it. Let's go back down to the main menu, see if there's any games downloaded or anything, because it is, like I said, it is pretty strange that there's no profiles on here, no games either. I wonder if there's even any save data or anything. Wait, hold on. So my assumption here is that maybe this came with let's say a 250 gig hard drive and it had nothing internal. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Of course, we'll open this console up, clean it out, replace thermal paste, grease up the rails inside the disk drive, clean the disk drive laser, all that good stuff, and it'll be listed down for sale down below be listed on my website down below for sale. So next up is a black 360 Elite, and the one thing to note here is it's missing the front disk drive cover, which doesn't really matter, but just need to note. And it also has a 120 gigabyte hard drive, and it's really beat up with some white stuff, which I've seen in a lot of these consoles. I'm not quite sure why. And looking at the back, it does appear to be a Jasper from looking at the power port, manufactured in 2010. Always a great sign. Let's go ahead and plug it in and see if it works. All right, 3, 2, 1. We got life. Oh, it's flashing. And the funny thing here is I can't even get it to stay closed. It just wants to open all the time. Whatever. We have plumber here on the screen with no B, just 2 M's. I guess I'm just gonna play with this disk drive open. We got a background of a skull. I don't know, that's probably in reference to something. We got this guy dressed up nicely. Doesn't have much of a gamer score though. And nothing much here to write home about. You got Goat Simulator, Doritos Crash Course, and Diablo 3. What a game profile there. What a game library. For some reason, the games are not loading up, but I want to show you what I did with the disk drive. It's basically, it has no mercy. It just wants to open all the time. And if I can hold it closed and eventually it'll just stop trying to open. but this light here constantly flashes, which is a pretty common thing on the 360. I used to see this all the time when I used to repair 360s. But let's go to the storage space, I guess, since it doesn't want to show anything on the games. Wait, hold up. Initial setup is grayed out. That means we have, oh no, we have family settings turned on, don't we? No. All right, time for some magic here. Let's see if we can guess the passcode. It was right trigger 4 times. So simple. Let's turn it off. I can't see any data about storage space at all. Like, it won't load. Let me turn this off and plug the hard drive back in and we'll try it again. Okay, there it is. So I unplugged it and kind of blew it out a little bit and then plugged it back in, and now it's showing up. So it seemed to be that was the issue. Now while scrolling through there, I did notice there are a few other profiles on here. So let me check those out. This is another one of these 360s that, like, what I'm envisioning is this like sitting in a dorm room. There's just a bunch of dudes sitting around in a suite. College suite playing video games. They each have their own profile. We got Eye of Horus. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. I Do Stuff Like a Boss. We got I Go Ham 101. MZ3 Pilot. Noah's Ark. Extreme Snipe 68. I guess 69 was taken. There's actually a lot of Xbox Live profiles on here. So this thing looks like it was going through the ringer at some point. So let me go ahead and try out some of these profiles. Like a Boss, dude. I'm like 95% sure that was what I had my like bio as well on the 360. I don't know why. Scream, Aim, and Fire. Matt, leader of the YFAL clan. Probably, I guess, a clan on one of the Call of Duty games. Let's see if we can find this as last played. 2012. Wow, so crazy to look at the last played dates, and it's always like a decade plus ago. But it looks like this console, like I said, was heavily used, and every single profile here, every single avatar has gloves on. I don't know why, but just something to note. So here we go. This one has the highest gamer score of all the ones I've seen. We got Extreme Snipe 68. And, oh, okay, yeah, that's the, yeah. But you can see on this profile, it was last played in 2016, so that's actually a little bit more recent than most consoles I see. But anyways, this console is pretty interesting. This is like a jackpot of a 360, because it's just like the epitome of a 360 to me, where you got all these Xbox Live profiles on here with ridiculous like bios and stuff. And honestly, I'll probably do an entire video on my second channel, just kind of perusing this console and looking through everything on here, because I just find it interesting to kind of see the history here. Let's go ahead and attempt to fix this 360. First of all, I'll just mention that this console is very dirty. I already blew it out some, but the funny thing is, still not as dirty as the Desert PS3. It looks like a desert. And man, it's just amazing how many of these Goodwill consoles that have been sitting in a warehouse for who knows how long are actually cleaner than the DK oldies, refurbished consoles. All right, so down here to the drive, it looks like somebody chewed up the top piece here, almost like, they probably didn't chew it up, but they probably took a screwdriver and were like trying to pry it out maybe. And it created all of these marks here. All right, so definitely very dusty in here. We need to clean it out and re-lube some of this stuff and replace the band. All right, so I went ahead and blew out everything here, cleaned it up with a Q-tip. I also cleaned off these rails, these 3 rails here. Added some more lithium grease to those. Added some more grease to a couple of gears here, and also there's some little pieces down there that need some grease. We're also going to clean off the laser now, so let me just show you that. It's pretty basic. You take a Q-tip, put some isopropyl alcohol on it, go to your laser, and just circle it very lightly to clean it off any dust and debris, then switch it around to the dry end. Do the same thing. Last thing we need to do is add a new rubber band or belt to these little gears right here. It's basically the glue that holds everything together. So let's go ahead and do that. I've had quite the time with this 360, but let me just start by saying it's much better than it was. As you can see, the disk drive is actually closed now. It doesn't just stay open like before, and it does eject and close just fine now. Now the minor issue I'm having now is sometimes when I eject it with a game inside, it doesn't actually come all the way out, and then you'll see the green light here flashing, and the disk will actually go back in by itself. Now, it's only sometimes, because as you can see right now, it's staying open, and I can, swap out a disk just fine, no problem. It works like a normal 360, but it's a little bit annoying because it does happen sometimes, and you have to actually pull the disk drive out manually, like a little tiny bit, and it's very strange. Like, it basically started when I put in a new band, and it would come out really slowly, and actually would not come all the way out, and it would go back in. So then I swapped it out with another like lightly used band that was already stretched out a little bit, and it made it work better, but still not perfect. And it almost seems like once the console warms up, it actually has no problems at all. So very strange behavior. I've explored a lot of things here, and I even made a community post yesterday, and I'm not gonna go into all that because it would just like make this video really extended. But basically, this console is mostly working. It's just every once in a while, it won't open quite all the way, and I haven't figured out how to fix that. But let me know in the comments if you've ever seen this issue. And let's go ahead and move on to the next console. So next up, we have another 360 Slim, and this one is beat up like crazy. Just so many scratches and scuffs on the top, bottom, all over. Actually, the bottom's not, oh no, the bottom's still bad. Let's see if we have a hard drive inside. And no, we don't. It's not. It doesn't even have a hard drive cover. And yeah, looking at the back, it almost looks like the warranty sticker was peeled up at some point in time and then put back on. So this console may have been opened at some point in time. Let's go ahead and turn it on and see if it works. Now, of course, as per usual, I have my ghetto slim adapter here, just because that's what I like to use. Let's turn it on. Disk drive. Dude, another one? Fable 2, and this game looks pretty clean. Dude, how many free games am I gonna have today? I've had 3 free games so far today. Before I can even do anything, the game is reading up. But what is going on here? We got our aspect ratio is completely screwed up. Let's go ahead and change that. All right, that's better. And yep, no storage here. That's unfortunate. I guess we can't have any profiles then. And of course, we'll open this up, clean it out, do all the works to it, and yeah, another working console. Let's go and move on to the next one. We're gonna do another glossy slim next, just because why not? And this one is almost as beat up as the last one. Bottom and top are just scratched to death. And then here on the back, oh, actually, this is not a good sign. We do have the warranty seal missing there, so it's been opened up at some point. And hard drive. Oh, we have a hard drive. Hey, it's been quite a while since I found some of the hard drive in this lot. 250 gigs. That's awesome. Let's go ahead and plug it in, see if it works. All right, 3, 2, 1. Green light, disk drive. Open without a problem. The console is booting up. I see the splash screen. Zonated Osprey 5. Okay, only 3 profiles. We got AV Plays, DP, and Zonated Osprey 5. Okay, nothing too special here. Let's see. Make sure we have 250 gigs here. We do indeed. It looks like this console was not played very much because there's only one demo, Rabbids Invasion demo, and the game's in Kingdom for Keflings. Nice. Yeah, just some demos and stuff. Again, not much. I mean, let's go ahead and put a game in and see if it works. So we're gonna try out one of our what was it? Which one didn't work? Oh, Skyrim had an issue. Let's go ahead and try out Skyrim. So strangely enough, Skyrim is working on this console. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna try one more game though, just to confirm. Well, I accidentally pressed campaign, but Modern Warfare 2 is rating up as well. So I think this console is good to go. And again, unfortunately, there wasn't much to explore here because there's only 3 profiles and they were kind of meh. But again, another working console. I can't believe I've had this many 360s that are working and not red ringed yet. Of course, I'm probably jinxing myself here. Now, moving on from that 360, we're gonna go into a Nintendo Switch next because I wanna show you a must-have accessory for your Nintendo Switch made by TomTalk, who is the sponsor of today's video. So TomTalk is a company that specializes in high-quality cases and backpacks, and today I have 2 Nintendo Switch cases to show you. Now this one right here is the model A0543 carrying case, and I think it's great because it carries plenty of stuff, but it's also still lightweight, and of course it has the hard exterior, and then a soft interior to give your Switch the ultimate protection. Now looking here on the inside, you can strap in your OLED or regular Switch here on the bottom. You got space for 12 games, and then here on the top there's a large pocket for Joy-Cons, power cables. If you have a second Switch like I do, you can even put that up there. And I can personally speak to the longevity of TomTalk cases because I've had this case for my MacBook since 2017 and it's still in great shape and the zippers have literally never snagged. Now this case is great, but if you want an even smaller one from TomTalk, you can get their slim fancy case, which is about half the size without a pocket. And by the way, TomTalk has collaborated with Capcom to make some very cool themed cases, so I definitely recommend checking those out as well. So if you're looking to take your Switch protection to the next level, check out those TomTalk links down below. Next up, we have another white Fat 360, and this one is interesting because it's got a ton of dust on top, and it has one of the battery stickers on the top from a controller. We have a 60GB hard drive, and then flipping over to the back, let's see what kind of motherboard we have. It looks like, yeah, it's a Jasper. Nice. Yeah, November 2008. This is like a OG Jasper, but the power port is definitely a Jasper, and oh, just noticed we have a crack down here. Not a big deal if it works, but let's go ahead and plug it in and see if it does. Oh wait, hold on, one more thing. I just noticed it's missing that piece as well on the side. All right, don't know how I just noticed that, but anyways, let's plug it in and see if it works. After seeing the side of the console, I'm a little more concerned now that the console might not work, so I'm gonna film this as I turn it on, because it might have red ring. No, that's good to go. Disk drive, yeah, it's booting up. Disk drive, let's go, another free game. What is Pride and Prejudice movie? Wait, is this like what the disc actually looked like, or is that somebody's writing? Yeah, it looks like a burned, yeah, that's definitely a burned DVD. Enchantment 45 with 145 gamer score. So this almost seems like a console that was, my guess is this console was only used for DVDs, and they just played like, I don't know, maybe one game. You got Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, Fable 3, and Hexic HD. So not much. Let's check and see how much storage we have. We should have 60 gigs. Yeah, it looks about right. I almost wonder if some of these things are like pre-downloaded here, because it seems like I've seen a lot of these videos on like almost every 360. Now oh wow, we have a lot of profiles here. Hold on. We got Allison Grace, Bra, Brutalize, Enchantment 45, Fireball, Penguin Farmer, and Sydney. Okay, let's try all these out and see if we find something interesting. Oh, so Brutalize here, he's got the full suit on. 2020 gamer score, honey and jam. His name is Me. Now this one was last played in 2012 on Dance Central. Okay, interesting. All right, Penguin Farmer, don't let me down. We got, hey, he's not letting me down. Let's go. 7455 gamer score. What is really real? That's a good question. Let's check out these achievements right here. 23 games. Nice. We got last played in 2012. You're letting me down, Penguin Farmer. Must have donated his console to somebody else to play. I don't know. Imagine watching these videos and seeing your profile on one of these consoles. Sydney's got 15 gamer score.
Shut up, Sydney.
Not much played there, but let's go ahead and check out a 360 game and make sure that works. Yes, sir. MW2 is working. All right, we got another console, another day, another console that works. I just can't believe it. Let's go ahead and turn this on, or turn this off. Move on to the next one. Next up, we have another Black 360 Elite. And guys, by the way, make sure to check out the Texas Load merch if you want to support the series. This is actually a very comfy shirt. I'm wearing it in every video now because it is so comfy. And yeah, this one is interesting because it's got this sticker on the top that says North Lamar Bonilla. So I bought these consoles in Texas. I think North Lamar is in Austin, Texas. So I guess this just came from a local Goodwill. I don't know. Flipping to the back, it's definitely a Jasper. Got the Jasper port. Oh, we got a sticker on the bottom, which I'll show you in a second. It's also 2009. So yeah, and it looks like it's been opened before though. So I bet it has a disk drive issue. We'll see though. And here in the bottom, Goodwill was selling this for 40 bucks back in 2019. They were selling a 360 for 40 bucks. I bet it was console only too, and it was probably untested as well. So no wonder nobody bought it. I don't even wonder. I know they took these consoles from off the shelf and just threw them in the Gaylord and sold it to me. But anyways, let's go ahead and plug it in, see if it works. Okay, it's not turning on. I don't think the faceplate is actually pressing the power button. So let me take this off first. Oh yeah, it looks like the power button is, you probably can't see it there, but it looks like it's snapped off. So let me go ahead and stick my finger in there. There it goes. Oh. Oh no.
Oh no.
This is the sound it makes when the band is gone, or the belt, whatever you want to call it. So I'm guessing the belt is, I'm guessing somebody opened it up, took the belt out, broke it, and then had no idea what they were doing. And this is where we're at now. So let's go ahead and we'll just boot up without the disk drive. There's no profiles, but we should have some storage here because I'm pretty sure all Jaspers have at least like 256 or 512 built in. Okay, so now it just says no storage devices found. That's kind of strange because I'm like, okay, yeah, I see how this happens. So this is an Elite. Elites usually came with 120, which I had a hard drive, of course, attached. This one has no hard drive attached, so it has nothing on it. So we have nothing built in. Now, lucky for us, I have like 4 or 5 hard drives that were just laying on the side of the lot and not actually attached to the console. So we're gonna turn this off and attach this random 120 gigabyte hard drive I found, which appears to be from GameStop because it's got all these little stickers on it. So let's go ahead and plug it in and see if there's any data on here. Here we go. We got one profile. It's better than nothing. We got Malleus EBHC. Now, Malleus, let's see what you play. You have no avatar. Any achievements? You got Modern Warfare 2, Fable 3, Borderlands, Splunky, Mass Effect, all from 2012. Yeah, just not much on here. But let's go ahead and turn this console off and try to fix it. I think it should be a pretty easy fix, but let's give it a go. All right, I have this console torn down, and of course, as I was opening it up, sure enough, the broken band just pops out. Wow, that is stretchy. I don't know, what is, wow, it just snaps apart even more. The funny thing is that popped out before I even took the console apart. Like I took the faceplate off and started prying it apart and it just popped out of nowhere. It does look like somebody's opened this drive up before because the warranty seal is broken. Oh, and we have a game. Dude, another free game? Wow. And oh no, that one is not gonna work. It's got the ring. So I bet you this person took the console from horizontal to vertical while the disc was inside. That was a pretty common issue back in the day. That's funny to get another free game. And let's go ahead and check this drive. Yep, and sure enough, no band there at all. It's so funny to see. Yeah, we'll go ahead and clean out this entire drive, replace the band. So I got this disk drive cleaned out, greased up, cleaned the laser, replaced the belt there, as you can see. Let's go ahead and put it back together and see if it works. Turn it on, open the disk drive. Please open. Yes, let's go. All right, so the other thing we have to test here is a game. I don't even want to put this game in because it's so scratched up. Let's just put in the classic MW2 and see if that works. So sure enough, the game is working. Of course, we'll clean it out and replace thermal paste and list it down below on my website. But let's go ahead and move on to the next console. Next up, we have a Matte 360 Slim, and this thing honestly does not look too bad. It's not too scratched up, which is kind of a product of being a matte console instead of a glossy console. Now flipping to the back here, I hear something rattling around inside, which is not a good sign, but we'll ignore it for now. The warranty sticker looks like it may have been peeled up at some point. It's hard to tell. We do have a manufacturing date in 2011. Let's see if we have a hard drive. We don't. Hopefully we have 4 gigs built in. We'll find out, of course, here in a second. So let's go ahead and plug it in, see if it works. All right, 3, 2, 1. Green light, disk drive. stuck. Crap. It's not very often you get a stuck slim, but we got one today. And even the classic tapping the top can't fix it for me. Oh well, let's go ahead and explore this thing though. All right, so first we got Bailey 9821. Let's check out what games this person has played. Connected Ventures in 2019. Wow, I think that's the most recent console I've seen so far in this Texas load lot. That's only 4 years ago. Wow. Gears of War 3, Halo 3, Just Dance 4. Okay, it was actually a pretty large number of games. That's a really low gamer score for that many games. We got Super Rich Moth 79 has played 3 games. Connected Venture, 2 games. Connected Ventures and Call of Duty 2. That's really random. 2015. All right, let's see if there's any games downloaded. Disneyland Adventures demo. Nice. And we should have 4 gigs built in. Indeed we do. So not a whole lot on this console. Now, is there a game inside? There is no game inside because we got an open tray. Let me give it one more go. I'm gonna try to tap the top and see if we can get this thing open. There it goes, finally. It doesn't even, I mean, it looks dusty, but it's not too wild. But it's open now. Let me go ahead and put a disc in and see if it reads up. It was slow pulling in as well, so it definitely needs a band replacement, just overall cleaning. Now this console is fully working minus the disk drive being stuck, so let's go ahead and open it up and see if we can fix it. So I have this console torn all the way down to the disk drive, and the disk drive is actually pretty clean considering how dirty the console is, the rest of the console. But we're gonna go ahead and clean this out, re-grease everything that has grease already, clean the laser, all that good stuff, and see if it fixes the issue. So this right here is the old band from this drive, and you can see it's a little bit stretched out. This one's actually not too bad. I don't know if the band was the issue, because after I got this one unstuck, it didn't stick anymore. But anyways, we cleaned everything out, replaced the band, got it all greased up, and it's nice and smooth now. So we'll go ahead and close this thing up, put it back in, and we'll see if it works better now. I have the disk drive back together enough to test it, not all the way back together, but let's go ahead and see if it opens up. All right, so this drive is working, but it's doing the same thing that the other console did earlier, where it opens up like 99% of the way, then it finishes. All right, let's open this back up and see if I can fix it. So fortunately, the fix for this one was pretty simple. I just took the new band I put in there, stretched it out with my fingers for like a minute or so, and then I left it in there overnight, and it's working fine now. Let me just show you. So you can see I have a disc in, ejects, and it just comes all the way out in the first try. So we're good to go here. We'll of course clean this console up and all that good stuff and list it down below. But let's go ahead and move on. So unfortunately, we did not hit our $500 goal here, so we can't buy the Modern Warfare 2 Xbox that I wanted to, but we're gonna save that profit from this week and hopefully combine it with next week and either buy that console or something else that's even cooler. Let me know down below if you find something on eBay that you want me to buy. And guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.